Everyone, welcome to Anu's classroom. So this is a topic that has been requested a lot during the past semesters. This is regarding your project work, MMPP 1. So in this video, we'll just look at an overview of what is expected out of you from MMPP 001 and similarly what you can expect from MMPP 001. Okay, so let's get started. Some of the things that we will cover in this video are in general a few things about MMPP 1, how we can prepare the synopsis as well as the process for approval of your synopsis, and once your synopsis is approved, how you can go about preparing your project report and how we have to submit it. And we will also touch upon a few of the common questions that I get asked over and over again during the past semesters. Okay, so let me be clear here, I will not be going in depth into any of these topics. In depth, how we have to prepare a synopsis, how you have to select a topic, how you will do fill the proforma, all those kind of things I will do in separate videos. Okay, so this we will just have a short overview of MMPP 1. So what do you know about MMPP 1? First and foremost, it is a course that comes up in your third semester. It is actually having 8 credits, but it is treated as one course. So this is the course which has, you can say, the maximum weightage out of all the other subjects in your MBA syllabus. But the thing is that you have to do this on your own. There is no special study material or anything like that given to you for MMPP 1 apart from a guideline. A small 11-page PDF is there. Apart from that, nothing else is given with regards to MMPP 1. What and that is not needed also. Why? Because this is the practical part of your MBA course. Whatever you are studying, all the 20 common subjects and your specializations along with your knowledge and everything combined, you will be doing this project work. Okay, so the basic purpose of this course, you can say, is to develop your ability to apply all the concepts that you are learning in MBA and to analyze and approach any of the organizational problems that could come up, right? So for that, you will select your own topic and you will try to analyze and collect data and draw inferences from regarding that particular topic. So the project study is preferably has to be done from your own area of specialization. So if you are a finance person, it is preferred that you do a project in the finance area, but IGNOU doesn't stop you from doing the special project from any other area. That is also fine. But when we talk about the future aspect, right, the future benefit of doing this project, it is always beneficial to go with your own area of specialization. So if you are a finance person, do a project in finance. If you are a marketing person, do a project in marketing. If you are HR, do a project related to HR. Don't intermix. If you are marketing, don't go and do a finance or vice versa, right? It is permitted, again let me tell you, it is permitted that even if your specialization, MBA specialization from IGNOU is in finance, IGNOU doesn't stop you from doing an HR project. It's just not that beneficial for you. Okay, so how do we go about preparing the synopsis? You can divide the preparation of synopsis into a 7-step process. Okay, so the first step is to select a topic. You can select any topic, again preferably that is related to your own specialization. Then you have to select guide. Actually, you can say rather than 1 and 2, this selection of topic and selection of guide, actually I would say, goes hand in hand. Why? Because anyway, definitely you will have to have a general idea about what you're going to do the project on, because when you call up guides, especially the approved counselors and all, they will ask you what is the project that you are going to do. Okay, so you will have to have a couple of topics in your hand to present to them, so that they get an idea of what you are, they get an idea of what you're going to do, what is your thought process and things like that. And then from there on, once you select the guide, you will be working along with the guide to select the most beneficial or the most appropriate topic that is related to your specialization and what is that guide's specialization also, where that guide specializes in is also important. Okay, so the guide, if you are choosing, you can choose somebody who is all a faculty in IGNOU management program, or who is an approved counselor from IGNOU, or you can choose anybody else outside, from outside. So if you're choosing someone from outside, which is who is not part of the IGNOU framework, you have to make sure that that person has at least 5 years of experience in their field of study. So if that person, if you are a finance guy and you're doing a project in finance, your guide should also have an MBA or a PhD in finance, and they should have minimum 5 years work experience in finance. Okay, or it could be any person who is teaching in an MBA college, who has PhD and has completed 5 years of work experience, teaching experience. If they have, they can also be your guide. Okay, so that is not an issue. But the problem, what I have seen from many other people's feedbacks, is that if you're choosing somebody from outside, first and foremost, you will have to get all the details from that person, like their experience certificate, their mark lists, their certificates, degree certificates, postgraduate as well as graduate degree certificates you will have to get. So if your guide is okay with sharing all these things, then it is fine. But if that person, your guide, is not okay with sharing all these details with you, or if that person cannot get experience certificates and give you, it will be a problem for you. But if you're selecting somebody, a guide, who is an approved IGNOU counselor, then these kind of issues don't come up. Okay, so that is the advantage of selecting an IGNOU approved counselor there. So once you select the guide, you have to prepare your synopsis. And when you prepare your synopsis, definitely you have to consult with your guide, and make sure that first, after you create your synopsis, send it or show it to your guide. And once your guide approves only, you send it to IGNOU. Why? Because you need all the details of your guide in the proforma, which you have to send along with your synopsis to IGNOU. Okay, so when you submit the synopsis, you have to send along a proforma. From where you will get the proforma? You will get it from the MMPP1 guidelines PDF. Okay, it is, I will leave a link to that also at the end of the video. So you can get the proforma from that MMPP guidelines. Okay, and you have to send, if so, again, if you are selecting a guide from outside IGNOU framework, you have to send their detailed biodata along with their resume, their mark lists, degree certificates, and experience certificates, and all those things you will have to send along with the proforma and the synopsis. So once you submit the synopsis, then things are done at the IGNOU end, at the regional center end. Or if it is, if you are an online student, then you have to submit it, you have to upload everything in the LMS portal. So from there on, it is from the IGNOU side what processing happens. So the IGNOU personnel will evaluate your application for this project. That is, he or she will evaluate your project synopsis, the project proforma, and the guide details. All those things will be verified, and he or she, that evaluator, will decide whether your synopsis can be approved or not, and whether your supervisor, that is your guide, can be approved or not. Both, if your guide and your synopsis is approved, you can definitely start working on your project report. If one of this is not approved, either your synopsis or your supervisor, if either one of them are not approved, then you will have to change it. If your supervisor is not approved but your synopsis is approved, then you will have to find another guide uh, who will meet all the criteria, who is willing to what you can say, guide you on that selected topic. Okay, and if your guide is approved but your topic is not approved, then you will have to find another topic. Now, why your project synopsis or why your guide was not approved, that is, was rejected, you will get to know it from the feedback form which gets sent to you after evaluation. So whatever address you have given in your proforma, they will mail back from IGNOU, the regional center. They will mail it back to you along with the feedback. So depending upon the feedback that is given, you will have to work on your synopsis once again, and you will have to resubmit your synopsis. Okay, if it is approved, well and good, you can directly start working on the project, or else you will have to resubmit your synopsis and get it approved. Okay, and once your synopsis, eventually your synopsis will definitely get approved. So once your synopsis is approved, then you can start your project work and go for the project submission. So to submit the project and complete this MMPP1 course, you have to prepare the project report. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so on whichever topic you had intended to create your project and for which you had submitted and got approval of your synopsis, you will undertake that project work, you will collect the data, you will do all the analysis, whatever is required, and finally you will create the project report. And once you have created the project report, you will submit it along with all the details. So with the certificate of originality and the project report, again the guides details, and whatever feedback form that you have received back from IGNOU after your project was approved, right, that also you will have to attach along with it, and you will have to bind it, and you will have to send one copy to IGNOU and one copy you can keep with you. Okay, the original you will have to send, one copy you can keep with you. And then once that project report is submitted to IGNOU, that is usually submitted to the headquarters of IGNOU, the head office. The synopsis will be submitted to regional center, but the project is directly sent to New Delhi, Maidangari. Okay, and once they get that synopsis, they will do a plagiarism check on it. So before sending out the project report, make sure you try to run plagiarism check on your project reports, however way is possible for you, right? And make sure that it is a unique one, there is no plagiarism. Okay, and in case the evaluator, the invigilator will sit, they will schedule a viva voce for you for project. And if at all they are scheduling a viva voce for you, you will definitely be made aware of it beforehand. Okay, so yeah, so that is the process for submission of the project. And once your project report is also approved, this course is deemed completed. So you'll get how much ever credit is there, out of that 8 credits. So a few of the common questions that have been asked to me particularly, I would like to share with you all the answers of it from my end, so that you guys will not have to repeatedly ask the same questions again and again to me. Okay, so one of the commonly asked questions, frequently asked questions to me is, who can be a guide? So detailed explanations given again in your MMPP 1 guideline from IGNOU side. But again, let me reiterate, if an IGNOU MBA faculty can be your guide, if you can get hold of one of them and get them to guide your project, definitely they can be your guide. Any approved academic counselors from IGNOU can be your guide. Now, how do you know who are the approved academic counselors from IGNOU? Right. So every RC has its own website. Right. Every regional center of IGNOU has their own website. And you can go and search in the website. I think in important links or something like that, they will provide the list of all the approved counselors of IGNOU. So you can download the list. In that list, you will get the contact number and their address also. In case you're not getting, you can call up your RC and ask if that particular guide is available for guidance. What are the contact details? You can ask them and you can connect directly. From then on, you can connect directly with the counselors using the contact details given from the list or the RC. Some cases even if you can, some study centers also, if you ask them, right, they might also have some contacts with a few guides who have been repeatedly associated with that particular study center's students. Their contact details you might get from the, what you can say, study centers also. So if in case you're not finding the list or the contact details in the regional center website, don't hesitate to ring up your regional center or your study center and ask for help. Okay, so then what else? Yeah, so that is approved academic counselors from IGNOU. And then again, any other MBA faculty from any other college who is having a PG and has 5 years of teaching experience, you can ask them to be your guide, and if they agree, well and fine. Or any working professionals who also have at least 5 years of experience in the same field in which they did their MBA, they can also be your guide. The last two options I do not promote, mainly because many students who had opted for these two options have faced a lot of hurdles. Definitely, I would say from the Kerala regional centers, they have faced issues. Other centers, I think not that much issue, but Kerala, yes, many people have faced issues. So, Kerala guys, I would suggest you go with either MBA faculty or get an approved academic counselor from IGNOU. Otherwise, the process gets delayed a lot. Okay. Now, another question is that, can I be your guide? No, I don't do project guidance. Sorry, whatever I know, I can share it with you through videos in Anu's classroom. But apart from that, I cannot be your project guide. I'm really sorry about that. Now, how to contact approved counselors? Again, yeah, check with your RC or your study center. They will give you the details. You can go and check in the website of RCs also. There also you will get lists. Personally, RC Kochi website I had checked. They have it in the important links section. So RC Kochi guys, you can directly head to your region RC Kochi website. Go to the important links section, and I think the first or second link itself is a list of approved academic counselors. Okay, so that is how you can get connected with approved counselors. So now again, which topic can I select? You can choose any topic which you and your guide mutually agrees upon. It need not be from your area of specialization, but it definitely has to be from the area of specialization of the guide. Okay, if your guide is specialized in HR, you cannot take a finance topic and ask him to guide. Your guide will be rejected. Okay, if your guide is what you can say, but you are finance, your guide is HR, and you're selecting an HR topic, it will be passed. Okay, but the thing is, it is not good for you, because you will be learning about finance and you will be doing a project in HR, means there will be a disconnect between what you study and what you are doing for project. The project is aimed at reinforcing whatever you are learning, so make sure you choose a project topic which is relevant to your specialization. Okay, otherwise also again there are chances that the RC might decide to, your evaluator might decide to reject it. Okay, though it is legally theoretically allowed, there are chances. Okay, now when is the ideal time to submit the synopsis? I would say submit it, so this thing comes up in your third semester when you register for MMPP 1. Then and there you start preparing the synopsis, finding the guide, selecting the topics, preparing the synopsis and everything. By the time your third semester is over, make sure that you at least send out first draft one synopsis for approval. Okay, so again, once the synopsis reaches IGNOU, they have to do their own evaluation and things like that. If it is an approved IGNOU counselor, then at least the guide background check will be eliminated, only synopsis will need to be reviewed, so it will be easier for them. Okay, so easier on you also, so you will get your result, that is whether your synopsis is approved or not, at a faster pace than if you are to choose from outside of IGNOU. Okay, so again, it is a lengthy process, it will take time from IGNOU's end, so make sure you don't delay it from your end. So before your third semester term and examinations, you submit it, so that by fourth semester you will be able to start your project work, and before fourth semester is over, you will be able to submit your project work also. So make sure you align it accordingly. Okay, so it is my suggestion like that. IGNOU does not have a hard and fast rule, but in case you registered for MMPP 1 in third semester and you're submitting your proposal in fourth semester, then there is no you cannot question IGNOU about the delay itself. Okay, so if in case you are submitting it in third semester, you are registered in third semester, submitting in third semester means from your end at least it is clear. Okay, so my suggestion, submit it in third semester itself. Now, how to prepare synopsis, I will upload a very detailed video on it in Anu's classroom. So stay tuned, subscribe and hit the notification icon so that you don't miss that update. Okay. Now, how to fill up the proforma, again, I will do a detailed video on it. And in case you have not subscribed or not hit the notification icon, make sure you do it right away, because otherwise there are high chances you will miss out on those videos. There have been many cases like that. So I don't want you guys to be on that, and I'm taking this much effort from my end. So to help you out, at least you guys do that small click of a button so that you guys are benefited out of all the efforts that I put in. Okay. So what to do after preparing the synopsis? MBA online students, you guys have to scan everything and upload it to the LMS portal, and MBA on distance learning, online distance learning students will have to send it across to your regional center. And when will the synopsis get approved depends from RC to RC. And if you are worried, if it's been some time, you haven't got any response from them, no mails, no post, nothing, definitely ring up your RC or drop them an email and check for the status. Okay, so and what to do if a synopsis is not approved? Absolutely no need to worry. The reason for non-approval will be mentioned, will be communicated with you. So work on that reason and send a new copy. Okay, send for a new application after rectifying all those things. How to prepare project report also, I will do a separate video on it. Once we cover the synopsis part, I will start with the project, what you can say, how we can write up the project report part. So that is it for the quick overview on MMPP 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get the MMPP 1 documentation from IGNOU, you can scan this QR code given on your screen. It will take you to the official guideline given by IGNOU for or with regard to this MMPP 1.